Welcome to today's deep dive. We are jumping into a really radical framework today for, well, transforming your life, basically.
Yeah, and it's not about those empty New Year's resolutions we all inevitably make and break.
Right, exactly. Our mission today is to figure out why traditional willpower always fails, right? And how you can actually rewire your core identity. Oh, and why you should be using your deepest frustrations as rocket fuel.
Honestly, that is the most fascinating part to me
Mm.
because we're exploring the idea that your current struggles might actually be a subconscious defense mechanism.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Start by picturing a gym on, say, January 1st.
Oh, right, it's totally packed.
Packed, right? People are just gritting their teeth on treadmills, treating self-improvement like, I don't know, a medieval torture chamber. And then by February, complete ghost town.
Yeah, because that white-knuckle grip of willpower is just exhausting to sustain. I mean, forcing behavior change fails because true transformation requires changing who you are, not just what you do. It's identity over actions.
So it's less, I need to run today, and more, I am a runner.
Precisely. Like, think about a dedicated bodybuilder. The common assumption is they are constantly suffering, right? Like they're using this superhuman discipline to choke down dry chicken every day.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I tried doing that tomorrow, I'd definitely be suffering.
But that's the point, you would suffer. To the bodybuilder, their behavior aligns completely with their identity,
Oh, interesting.
right? They actually suffer if they are forced to eat junk food or, miss a workout. For them, not going to the gym is what takes willpower.
Oh, wow. I see the distinction. So, my old way of forcing a habit is basically like holding my breath underwater. I can do it for a minute or two, but eventually my lungs take over and I just have to surface.
Exactly. You inevitably come up for air.
Right. And true identity change is like, well, I used to think it was like putting on a snorkel so I could just survive longer. But it's actually about evolving gills, right?
Yeah.
Changing your biological makeup so breathing in the new environment is completely natural.
That is a perfect way to conceptualize it. But evolving those gills starts the pretty harsh diagnosis of where you currently are. Because if you want to shift your identity, you have to accept that your words mean pretty much nothing.
Wait, nothing.
Nothing. Your actions are what reveal your true unconscious goal.
Hold on. So you're saying my bad habits are actually my goals? Like, if I plan to write but end up scrolling on my phone for 3 hours, how is that a goal?
Well, because all behavior has a purpose.
Hmm.
Take procrastination, for example. We usually just label it as laziness.
Yeah, definitely guilty of that.
But psychologically, it operates as a subconscious shield
A shield from what? Exactly.
from criticism.
Mm.
Think about it. If you never finish writing that project, you never have to publish it. And if you never put it out into the world, no one can tell you it's terrible.
Oh, man.
Right. By procrastinating, your unconscious brain is successfully achieving its actual goal, protecting you from vulnerability.
So you're trading progress for safety, which leads to this terrifying thought experiment. If a security camera recorded your last 2 hours, what would a stranger conclude your life goals actually are?
It is terrifying, yeah.
Yeah.
And to break out of that comfortable safety, you have to build an anti-vision. You know it's incredibly difficult to visualize a perfect future, right? It's just too vague.
Yeah, it's always kind of blurry.
Exactly. So instead, you write down a painfully vivid picture of the life you absolutely refuse to live.
Wait, doesn't focusing on a, painfully specific nightmare just breed massive anxiety? Why would I want to obsess over the worst case scenario?
It's fascinating, actually. Human beings are biologically wired to avoid pain much more aggressively than we seek pleasure.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So a vague goal like being healthy just lacks emotional weight.
Mhm.
But visualizing the specific daily dread of failing, the exact feelings of regret, that creates a massive repulsive force. You get so viscerally disgusted by that anti-vision that you instinctively run in the opposite direction.
Okay, so the anti-vision is the rocket fuel pushing us forward. But what happens when we inevitably stumble? Because reality doesn't really care about our vision.
Well, that's where the concept of cybernetics comes into play to help you navigate that messy reality.
Cybernetics, like building a robot arm or something.
Not quite. I mean, in this context, it's simply the science of steering. Think of how a ship navigates at sea. A captain sets a destination, right?
Right, and then the wind hits.
Exactly. Wind, currents, human error. They immediately push the ship off course. So the system gathers feedback, course corrects, and then drifts again.
Ah, kind of like a GPS map. Like, it doesn't yell at you that you're a total failure when you miss a turn. It just gathers the new data and says, rerouting.
That is a perfect analogy. Intelligence here isn't about never making a mistake. It's persistence. It's the capacity to continuously learn from errors over time until you arrive at the destination.
That mechanism feels exactly like playing a challenging video game. When you fail a level, you don't question your self-worth or just quit forever.
No, you definitely don't.
Right. You enter the state of complete flow. You just think, okay, rushing the door didn't work. Let me try stealth approach. You just iterate. Life requires that exact same emotional detachment from failure.
Yeah, that flow state is really the ultimate goal. Failure simply becomes data, not a permanent judgment on your evolving identity.
So, what does this all mean for you listening? It means you can't magically fix your entire life in a 24-hour window. That's a total myth.
A complete myth, but in one single day, you can shatter your autopilot.
Exactly. You can map out your anti-vision, realize where your ship is currently drifting, and permanently redirect your trajectory.
It's about finally stopping the cycle of just trying harder and choosing to actually change who you are.
Right. Time to stop holding your breath and start growing those gills. Which leaves us with one final thought to mull over today. What if the biggest obstacle to your success isn't a lack of discipline, but rather the secret unconscious comfort you are getting from staying exactly where you are?